Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. We're bringing you episode number 20, which is titled, Is Abortion Murder? By Bernard.
Hi everybody. When I composed this, put it together, I emailed it out to people and I realized I had missed something. So I added something to it and sent it back out. And it reads like this. Is abortion murder? When composing this, I realized much later that something of importance was left out. It had to do with what I had been taught from the church. Quote, that animals do not have souls. It has been added to where the robot is being built in the letter that I sent out before. This applies to all creatures, birds, snakes, etc. To those who say abortion is murder, do not know enough concerning the matter. I am a Korean War veteran who served as an infantryman in the Korean War. And like I said before, because of my experiences, I became interested in the subject of death. And when discharged in '55, I went in search of the subject. I've read books, like I said before, up to 1961. Then I became affiliated with the Rosicrucians. Amor. Now the lineage has passed to the confraternity of the Rose Cross, which name it had at other times. The reason is because Amor became corrupt in the teachings, which is the soul of the body had to move from the physical to build a new physical body to house the soul, the teachings. Because of my dedication to the subject, I was rewarded by having 4 out-of-body experiences. Not near-death experience, but out-of-body experiences. One where I saw my silver cord that attached me to the physical body, which showed me that we do survive the physical body. I also learned when and how we enter the physical body at birth. And I told them to please read below. Title is Abortion Murder. If you, the reader, decided to have a house built to your specifications, with windows in special places, where when finished, you could look out and view the beautiful scenery surrounding your home, and then selected the master architect to do the work, you would occasionally, during the building process, observe the house as it was being built. After a period of time, the house is finished, and you get the final look at the house before you move in. You say to yourself, okay, everything is fine, and you decide to move in the next day. The night before you move in, someone burns the house down. Would that be considered murder? Of course not. It would be wrong for someone having done so, but it would not be murder because no one was in the house. Let's say a master robot builder decides to build 4 robots representing the 4 major races: black, yellow, red, and white. After finishing them, they look almost human. Everything on the inside is identical except for this outside, which makes them look like different because of the different races. For the master robot builder to activate them, he has to do something to have the electricity to enter and cause them to perform whatever duties they were designed for. Remember, the robots, the bodies, are designed to house an energy that when it enters, gives the robots life, causes it to become active. If the eyes of the robots could record the images it received, where would it be stored? In the body or the life force, the electricity? When I was growing up, I am now 79, I heard from the church that animals do not have souls. Alright, let's say that the robot would like to have a dog. The master builder creates a dog robot. The dog robot has within the same as the human-looking robot: organs, nerves, and things like that. Now, he wants to activate it so that it can serve as a pet for the human-looking robot. Do you think the force that gives it life will be any different from the human-looking robot? So it is the same with all creatures. The same force, the divine supreme intelligence or soul, but different expression for different purposes. Take a camera. It is the body, and the film is the soul of the camera. Let's say the lens is the eye of the camera. When the eyes open, the film, the soul, captures all the images, not the body. Let's go back to the house that was being built for you. If you had occupied the house and viewed through the windows all that was to be viewed, it would be you who would retain what you viewed, not the house. The same with the electricity in the robot. Now, what does this have to do with abortion? When conception takes place, it is the start of the building of a temple or house for the soul. The soul is you, the intelligence, to enter when finished. It will, when finished, have eyes, windows, in which to view the beauties of the Creator. But the soul does not enter until it is finished, and does so with the first breath of life. It may be around at times observing everything that is going on, the soul that is, you, but you have a different rate of vibration, so people can't see you unless they're psychically developed. I know some will say that the baby within responds to certain pressures, etc. This is because of the intelligence that exists within the mother-to-be. The same intelligence that causes thy digestive juices to act when food enters the stomach, that causes the heart to beat, that causes wounds to heal, etc. It does it without you consciously doing anything about it. As a matter of fact, the soul, you, the intelligence, is eternal and cannot be destroyed. If the house is destroyed, the soul is denied entrance. There have said to have been babies brought into this world stillborn and found to be in perfect condition, and doctors could not understand why, because the soul, the intelligence, did not enter. If you read Genesis chapter 35, verse 18, it reads, "And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died." Unquote. The Lancet, one of the world's most respected medical journals, it published an article in its current edition in which scientists claim to have proof that humans have a soul that exists independently of the body that it inhabits. But what it does not know as yet is that the soul is the intelligence which gives expression to the body. It's you. So I say that abortion is not murder, but it is the destruction of the temple or house that the soul is to occupy. That's it.
Interesting. I kind of believe that as well. There's logic to it. So what do you say to the skeptics that are out there?
Become versed. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. When they find that there is conception, and of course the body is doing certain things, moving around, they think it's life. It's not. It's intelligence within the woman and the intelligence of the master creator who's doing a certain thing. But the soul hasn't entered yet. But the soul may come around and observe the family that it's going to incarnate in, to see how things are going and things like that. And it'll return. Then when time comes for it to be born, it has to enter at the first breath. It's just like when the breath leaves, you leave. When the breath enters, you enter.
So what happens to people who are put on like life support?
Well, the breath
they can't breathe on their own, and the machine is like artificial lungs.
Yeah, but it's being held there because of that artificial thing. They're holding the breath there. If that breath would cease, it would leave.
But it's not the person; it's the machine doing it.
It's the machine, yes.
So at that point, the soul can leave the body.
No. the soul will not leave until the breath of life ceases to be. They're holding the breath of life in the body by the machinery.
So what if I hold, let's say I hold my breath, then what happens?
You're still here until you can't hold it any longer. Yeah. You're either going to release it and take more air in. If you can't, then you'll eventually leave your body because you can't do it for so long.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. All right. What do you guys think? Leave us comments. And, you know, I'd like to hear, you know, what you guys think. Subscribe to our channel. As always, you know, email our videos out to others and talk about it with your friends, family. Let's get this out, you know, word of mouth to others. Any last words?
No, in a sense, the destruction of the house is wrong. It is an intelligence creating a house for someone to occupy, and it's being denied that entrance. Just like you build a house and somebody's supposed to live and you burn it down, it's wrong. The master architect went through all kinds of laws to build that house with good, solid foundation, and it's destroyed before that person enters. So it's wrong. But it's not murder. It is not murder.
With that said, that'll wrap up this episode. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.